Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Check 26, check 21st.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
20.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rip left, rip left. Switch. Rhino.
Gun.
Hey, watch the ship.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Jim.
Hey, Clifford.
Now a run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rip right.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Wide. Hey, high 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, Delta.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
We're going. Go ahead.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he finds Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch.
Now Cook running right. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, can. Check. Single.
Cook. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check the backer.
They'll run with Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye.
I got it. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Check 50. Check 50.
Kill.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Check 3, check.
Gun.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
All right, now here we go. What's that?
They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hatchet.
11.
Ito Smith, his first carry. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
50 cent.
Base.
Come on, baby. Let's see what
Hey, orbit.
57 the mark. 57 the mark.
From the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
We got double up. Got it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, South! Motion!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Mike 55, right there in the middle.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan, complete to Jones. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Cook. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Down. Ready. We're ready.
50 seconds. Come on. You're right.
11.
57 is the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the run.
Five.
57. Mike 57. Here we go.
Hey, Rick Williams.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Topper. Wait. Got it. Hey, Charlie.
I got this. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Ryan, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This will be fielded at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Watch the twist.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Gun. Hey, Steamer. Hey, Echo.
They run it again with Cook. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The high. 180. 23. Check. Yo.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Two jet bomber. Hey, yo. Hey, seam 6.
Now Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're not ready for this. Ringo. They're not ready.
Again, it's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
49, check 49. Hey, Steamer. Watch twist.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 15 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, 22.
Pick it up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
21.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan caught by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check 24. Hey, check. Let's 57. 57's right.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, 59, ready.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I got you, punk. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, Sub.
Check motion. 57's the Mike. Watch.
51, Sub.
Check.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here it comes. Bravo. Ready, set.
Bryant. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Say. Check the backer.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Gun. Block time. Tight end right. Hey.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. That game's gone final now in Philly. And the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
52's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog. First. Check three. Gun. Check. Lucky.
On first down, it's Cook. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they can line things up for them to kick the field goal.
Gut trip is here, baby. Gut trip is here.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Room here to run. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Gun. Begin. Watch the safety creep.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just